What do you think when you hear the word polyester? These days, everybody wears it. Yoga pants, fleeces, even underwear. All made from synthetic fabrics like polyester. More polyester means more demand for the stuff used to make polyester. But you don't have to use new stuff to make it. Some companies are making polyester out of old stuff. Some companies are turning trash into stuff we actually like. Seems like a great solution, right? But darn, when we look closer, there are some real problems with this. The big problem is that some people might be encouraged to use more disposable plastic if they think it's being recycled safely. But there's also a little problem, a micro problem that's adding up to one big mess. Every time we wash synthetic fabrics, whether they're made from recycled bottles or brand new materials, super tiny pieces of plastic, called microfibers, wash off and flow down the drain. The older our clothes get, the worse the problem can become. Yikes! These fibers are so tiny, water treatment plants don't catch them all, so they wind up in rivers, lakes, and even the ocean. They're like little toxic bombs full of motor oil, pesticides, and industrial chemicals that end up in the bellies of fish, and eventually in the bellies of us. It's gross. These are some serious downsides to what looked like a good solution. Time for these creative companies to go back to the drawing board. Because while we can wash our clothes less, or avoid buying synthetic clothing, we can't solve the problem without them.
Nature has produced an even better fiber, one with properties that have been perfected over 300 million years of evolution. A fiber that can now outshine all the others. Spider silk. The exciting thing about spider silk as a material is that on one hand it's mechanically the most durable material we know. Spider silk combines strength and elasticity. And on the other hand, spider silk is practically sterile. That means it can be used directly on or inside the body.
I personally am very passionate about how we think about using the limited resources we have around us as we continue growing this planet. I think we have a rich history here at Bolt Threads of taking on challenges we never thought we could solve and come up with solutions that become commonplace years later.
So the investment and commitment to innovating in a sustainable way is something that matters to our athletes and it matters to Nike. The consumer increasingly cares about sustainability, and so they're looking to companies like Nike to lead on this dimension.
see one of the things that is unique is the scope and breadth and history that we have with many of our contract manufacturers. In some instances, these relationships run 30 and 40 years deep. And that's better because they're not transactional relationships.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.